Pete Padula here for Chelmsford Telemedia, and I'm standing here in front of the Chelmsford Center for the Arts. We're going to take a look inside. The Chelmsford Art Society is setting up for their annual 4th of July art show. They're hard at work, hanging the paintings, getting things organized, labeled, and they do this every year. In fact, this is the 46th year in a row that this show has been put on. It's really one of Chelmsford's, I won't say hidden treasures, but if you don't know about it, you really need to know about it. Come down to the Common, check out the artwork. It's going to only be up for 2 days. So let's go inside and see the folks who are putting this show together. Talking to Denise Reynes. Hello, Denise.
Hey, Pete. How are you?
Denise is the current president of the Chelmsford Art Society. She used to be, you may remember, she was the principal of the Parker Middle School, and she's also a working artist. So, Denise, can you tell me a little bit about why we're here, which is the 2014 4th of July art show?
It's the 46th annual show. Big show. We've got a lot of paintings, more than last year. We've got over 200 paintings here with many different artists, close to 100 different artists. It's quite the Chelmsford event, and it's such, well, given all the other spectacular things that happened during this week, we're pretty excited to have the art show here, and of course with the beautiful renovated building for a couple of years and this lovely air conditioning. So we're right now working really hard. We took all of our drop-offs, and receiving was yesterday. We hung the show for the judges, was judged this morning, and then we're rehanging the show to curate it to make it nicer for the public eye. So that's what all these folks are doing right now.
Tell me a little bit about the amount and the type of work that goes on to putting on an event like this.
Well, it's quite a lot, and it's in a quite compressed period of time. We are very lucky to be able to use this beautiful space, but as a result, it means it's quite compressed. So we began at 9 o'clock yesterday morning. We had about 12 different people hauling over 100 panels. So the panels go on, and then we start receiving the artwork, and it comes in professional and non-professional categories. And then it comes in either oil acrylic, water media under glass, photography, digital art, pastel drawing, sculpture, and mixed media. So it gets hung, and that way the judges do their judging, and now we're making it even nicer.
Who were the judges this year?
The judges this year were Jeff Engel, who is a photographer in the Lowell area, who's been a lifelong photographer and many other things, both in traditional and in digital art. Don Ouellette, who I kidded him and said I asked him to be a judge so he couldn't win a prize this year. But he agreed to be a judge, and he is a well-known artist in the Lowell area. He does watercolor, oil, and other things. And the third is Pamela Wamala, she's over at the Brush, and she is a wonderful pastel artist who actually did a demo for the Chelmsford Art Society this year. So it was fun to listen. I was out of the room, but every once in a while I had to come in and get something. They were so engaged in debate and discussion over their choices.
Yeah, there's a lot of great work to choose from. I can imagine, having a hung jury on that one. Mm-hmm. I also noticed that, one of Chelmsford's famous sons, Lance Wilder, is, he's always been, if in case you guys don't know, he's the art director for the Simpsons TV show, and he's always stayed involved with Chelmsford. And I see that you're having a silent auction for one of his pieces.
We're having actually 3 silent auctions. One of them is Lance's piece, who is very, very graciously donates something every year. The other one is a beautiful painting by the late Jim Rainville, who was beloved in this community. So we have a silent auction for one of his paintings. And then Jim Galinos, who's a sculptor in the area, has contributed a sculpture almost 6 feet tall, which could be a garden kind of sculpture. So that will also be a silent auction. Chelmsford businesses have been wonderful this year. We have several $100 worth of gift baskets from many, many local restaurants. I will not name them all because there are too many. And then we also have an art bag, and we have a gift certificate from Roberta Witz at Picture Yourself. And we also have some gifts that have been distributed by other local businesses. So it's going to be a great raffle this year as well.
Cool. How are you doing, Helen?
Oh, fine today. We're doing a lot of work here at the Chelmsford Center for the Arts.
So tell me, you're the past president of the Chelmsford Art Society, is that right?
Yeah, I'm the past president, and now we have Denise Reynes, who's taken over. And anyway, I've had quite a few years. I was the president for 4 years before, and then they took over. And so anyway, it's been quite a ride for me.
Would you say this is the premier event for the Chelmsford Art Society in the year?
Yes, it certainly is. It's the thing we do a lot of, a lot of work. It goes on for like over a week to put it up and to have the show and all that. And so everybody gets involved. We call everybody up and make sure if you would like to work, come on down.
This is the way I decorate every year.
If you're a member, we want everybody involved because they feel like they're part of the situation. And that's why it lasts so long, because we make everybody, we don't make them, but we tell them, come on down, you'll have some fun, and they do. We don't have trouble getting too much help, and it's been really a wonderful experience for me to be able to show my own art and to be able to show everybody else's art.
So make sure you stop by the Chelmsford Center for the Arts to check out the 4th of July art show here for the 46th year in a row. It's an amazing run. And Helen, how long do you think it's going to keep going for?
Oh, another 100, I guess.
You heard it here first, folks. Another 100 years, but you got to come to the 2014 episode.